Painting goo. And there's the first adding goo. It's just music though, so fuck it. This, on the other hand, right? So even though I did, I'll turn that down a bit. Even though I did the test stream, it didn't solve the problem, the same problem that I had last time, which is quite retarded, to be quite honest. So I scheduled it for 2 o'clock, set everything up, put all the details in, the name of the scheduled stream, everything, and then went to go live, and then it asked me to do that all again, which is why I was like 3 minutes late. And now I'm just stuck on the scheduled screen, and I can't see any option to return to what I'm actually streaming, which is extremely frustrating because I feel like a total bellend because I don't understand how this works. I don't see any option to like show what the fuck I'm actually like. Where's my stream? I can't look at my stream. For fuck's sake, like. No, I'm not looking for any, like, what the fuck, themes, editor. I'm not looking to edit anything. I'm not looking for a theme. I'm looking for what I'm streaming right fucking now. And I'm seriously getting pissed off. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is really bad design. For me to turn the thing on earlier on and then schedule it, and then like there's no button, there's no option to return to the main window to where my stream is. No option at all. What, do I just fucking exit out? Like, I highly fucking doubt it. Oh, this is insanely frustrating. Like, it's there, I know it works. There's a button on the end of the thing that says end stream. That's literally the only button on the screen that has anything to do with me streaming right now. Everything else has nothing to do with me streaming right now. Fuck me, like. This is ridiculous. I just have all of these tabs in front of me that don't do what I need at all. I can't return from the scheduled stream, like the scheduled stream screen. I can't return from that. There's no option to just like. Like, what the fuck? Like, the fact that it isn't blatantly obvious is actually retarded. Like, this isn't me being an absolute retard. This is Streamlabs being really shit in terms of user interface. It's telling me I'm live, that I have one viewer, that I can refresh my chat, that I can schedule another stream, that I can record, that I can do all of these things, start replaying buffer, like all this fucking shit, except look at the thing that I'm streaming right now. This is ridiculous. How do I just get back to the fucking thing? Like, dashboard home doesn't fucking do anything. Yeah, that opens up another tab. Yeah, like, well fucking done. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Just another couple of minutes of me just shitting all over Streamlabs, looking like a gobshite live on internet. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. It won't even let, like, when I click on certain things and then I'm like, no, that's not what I want to click on. It won't let me click off them. Like, why is that tab still there and open? What in the name of God is wrong with this fucking thing? Oh, fuck off. That's not what I'm looking for at all. Like. Right. I think I finally fucking found it. Okay. Fucking 7 minutes in of me being like, what in the name of God am I doing? I finally got it. Okay. Now, the image quality is actually not bad at all. I was concerned about that. I was very concerned about image quality, but it actually looks to be quite alright. Right, let's see if we can get the whole canvas in there. It does seem to be lagging out now and again, but you know, that's just the connection, I suppose. But then you look, it'll all just even out when people are watching it in pre-record. Yeah, there is a bit of a lag every so often. Intermittently. Other than that, the image quality is pretty good. It's pretty good. I could afford to move it forward. Ooh, squeaky. Because you can still see, you're still getting the whole canvas there. Even though it might not look like you're getting the whole canvas. There, yeah. There is a slight tilt to it. So. Is that you, female, watching me and not saying anything? Who's in the chat and not saying shit? Fucking lurker. Or is it Demon Hunter Bear, but he's lifting weights or driving or some shit like. Okay. Right, that's not bad. Now I can see. Let's see the audio. Right, yeah, I can see the mic level. Like a Bravey Bear telling me to keep my eyes open for lizard people in Tipperary. I swear to God, I actually seen one earlier on. Is it you, nigga? Alright. Alright, hold on a minute. Why isn't this playing? What the fuck? Oh man, like everything today is trying really hard to piss me off. I am fucking this close to just bailing on the stream and just going on a mad one. I tried to I set it all up and then it didn't fucking, like, the scheduled stream shit is fucking stupid. Like, I don't know why the main mode is called editor mode. Do you know what I mean? Instead of just like, I don't know why there isn't just, view your stream or whatever like that. Like, it's fucking absolutely retarded. And now the fucking music won't work. What the fuck? Why isn't the music working? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? What the... I swear to God, everything today is just trying to fuck with me, man. Like the last week or so, everything is just trying extra hard to get me to fucking blow a gasket. I can feel it. I really can. Like, I'm either on the verge of tears out of frustration because I don't want to fucking murder someone. Like, you know, like I literally want to, like, I want to bite somebody's fucking heart out of their chest. Oh my fucking god! I'm actually so like, of all the things that I find most frustrating, it's stuff that is designed to make shit simple, not working or being overly complicated. Like I tried to do the promo that I do every day, you know, at around 1 o'clock or whatever. I did it late, obviously, because I was doing all this shit. But I tried to do the promo, and the same music that I've been using in the promo for weeks just wouldn't work today. Like, why today? Do you know, it's like, oh my god, like, it's like there's days where you get all those syncs, and you're like, oh, that's a cool sync. Oh, would you look at that? That's a cool sync. And then there's days like this where every fucking 20 minutes, something is just desperately trying to get me to go next door and murder someone. Oh my god, like.
Succulent delights, pure reader.
How about you take a succulent shot of my fist in your fucking mouth, you cunt? I'm an angry defender today. Fucking pissed off today. I'm gonna paint the anger away. Right. I'm gonna let this little bitch do his bit while I fucking calm the fuck down and have a sip of water. The fucking stress of life! The fucking stress of life! Painting PEINTEINGU. PEINTEINGU. Right. Be gone, you little bitch. Right. Let us calm. Allow me to calm my chi. I'm fucking bulling. The last few days I'm absolutely raging. and I haven't had a cigarette in about 3 hours, so I've immediately started smoking. There's no like, oh, I'm an hour in, I need a fag. Like, no, I've immediately started smoking. There's a reason the stream isn't for kids. It's like, Daddy, look at this funny man on the screen, just standing, just sitting here with a cigarette. With fucking Streamlabs, piece of shit. Fucking. Oh, it's just so frustrating when something like could be so simple. Like especially as I say this all the time. I've played so many video games over the years that like user interfaces and menus that aren't like very blatantly obvious to use are really annoying to me because it seems like that's like the sole purpose of a menu is to be like really obvious and easily accessible. Like everything is where you like. I don't know about you. Maybe you're not a computer nerd at all. Like, but I grew up with a fucking dad who worked in IT. But like, everybody hated Apple when it came out because that's why they were using Linux and Linux and fucking what was the other one? I think my dad brought up this thing called Ubuntu one time or some shit. But like real techies seemed to prefer the menus, the operating systems, and user interfaces that were just really obvious. You know, where it just said directory here, menu here, files here, fucking this here. Like, do you know what I mean? Instead of all these like symbols that may or may not mean anything, and like this is a weird like bit of both. It's like, why is the main screen I'm using called the editor? What am I editing? I'm not editing anything right now. Editing is something you do post production. Is it not? You know? Shouldn't this tab just be called stream or main menu or home or something? I don't fucking know. Oh god. Anyway. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Io Koso Paintingu Konnichiwa, all that jazz. I'm a bit roboty. I don't know. How's the stream look and sound your end? It looks fairly good my end. Welcome to Paintingu, brother Demon Hunter Beru. And welcome to Paintingu, brother Christopher or fucking Iron Man Beru. What the fuck? I'm off. If I'm off today, it's because I'm off today. You know, despite my top knot being immaculate and my my fucking beard being immaculate, I don't fucking know. I've had a stressful fucking week, and I've had a fucking stressful morning, and it's just stress, and more stress. The fucking trying to fix that fucking sink and all, and pain in the fucking hole. 6 a.m. here. Coffee. It's 6 a.m. where you are right now. Demon Hunter, what time is it where you are? How, like, that's fucking crazy. It's like fucking 8. Is that 8 hours behind where I am right now? That's even more than 8 hours, is it? Oh, God. It's 23 minutes past 2 here. I've been awake since fucking like 7:15 or some shit like that. I'm already starting to fade a bit, like. Oh, God. Some water. Oh, God. Fucking stressed to the fucking hilt I am. Right. We're getting in the mood. Now that I'm set up correctly. 9:23 New England time. So it's 9 o'clock. So you're 2 hours, or you're 3 hours ish ahead of Iron Man Bear, and I'm fucking like 4 hours out ahead of you and shit. Like, it's mad how all this shit works, isn't it? Like, I was listening to I watched this gamer streamer dude called Hey Zeus Here's Toast. I fucking love him. He's hilarious, and like he's kind of like, it's funny because like right at this moment, like in the past week, he's been streaming, on Twitch and on YouTube, and so I catch him on YouTube, but I don't catch him live. But he's he's a gamer. He does streams for like 8 hours, right? All he does is play Bloodborne. Well, that's not all he does. His main shtick basically is doing speed runs of a game called Bloodborne. But he branches out into other games, obviously. and the last while he's like woken up. He's like started to become a bit of a truther and all, like, and he fucking he spent ages on, like, hours, like, on one of his streams just like talking to his chat about like gravity and space and the Epstein flight log and all. And like some of the shit he said was brilliant. Like, I was just kind of sitting there going, no way, like, because like it's cool when somebody you like watching, and like I didn't like watching him for like any truth or shit. I just thought he was entertaining because I like watching him play those games. Um, and then to see him go down these, like, not necessarily rabbit holes because he's not getting down into the weeds in them or anything like that, but he's getting involved in these subjects, and he's got a quite a large following, and he's starting to notice shit that like Owen has noticed and all, where he's like he'll be talking about stuff, and then people will be like, "Did the stream like bug out for you? Like, oh, Twitch is gone for me. Oh, is anybody else watching on phone? It says he's not live now," and he's just standing there being like, "That's interesting." the second I start talking about fucking, the second I start talking about any of this stuff, miraculously my stream starts going a bit wonky, like. It's fucking hilarious, man. It's actually so funny, like. And like, it's cool to see that, like, I don't know what age the young fella is, but he look like he's definitely in his 30s by the looks of it. Like, he's young enough. Like, he looks like he's around my age. Um, but he's talking about, like, millennials and the different generations and the boomers and stuff, and then, like, the moon landing and whether or not it was fake and shit and all, like, and the flat Earth society, and how vilifying people and, like, dehumanizing people. Oh, excuse me. Um, for their beliefs is, like, not a good way to communicate and such. And it's very endearing. It's very endearing, and it's admirable to, like, see someone, like, it's like, I know Owen's got a massive following and he's got, like, former connections and stuff like that. But this guy is just, like, famous in the gaming community, for being that bearded guy who plays Bloodborne really well. And he is taking advantage of the fact that he has people listening to him every day. And he's like, right, I'm going to start dropping some truth. Like, and he's like, and I don't care how it affects my stream. And I really fucking respect that. Like, I really fucking respect that. That's what I've said since I, like, started doing PEINTEINGU on the regular. I've said that, like, I don't care if it's just me and Demon Hunter here, or me and Scouse, or me and Iron Man Bear, or something, like. I don't care if it's just me and a few boys just chilling out, having a laugh, and then at the end of the day, somebody buys a painting, or I get a bit of money. It's like, I don't. I'm at an advantage. I think many people in my position who are, like, starting now or the last 3 years, who are like, oh, this COVID shit has, like, really changed everything. I'm gonna start my own business and stuff like that. Like, we have such an advantage because we don't have all that. Like, they don't have anything on us. Like, nobody has anything on me. Like, I'm on welfare. That's about it. Like, you could say that I'm bumming off the government while trying to make a buck on my own. Like, I'm like, in a weird way, like the internet version of a white van man. Like, I make my own money and I get money from the government. But the only reason why I still take money from the government is because, like, I can't do what I do and have a full-time job. But what I do as my full-time job doesn't make me enough money to even be on the tax bracket yet. Which in a way is good. I mean, if I don't even make 10 grand in a year, I get to keep it all. You can't exactly survive on 10 grand, though, can you? Not here, anyway. 10 grand is like a few months rent, depending on where you are. And I could only imagine what mortgage rates are like now. Oh. My family home is being sold this month. Where I grew up. My mother and my sister are still living there at the moment, so they have to find somewhere to live now, basically. And I think my ma's found herself, like, a cabin beside a golf course or some shit. And my sister is moving in with her boyfriend because his mother has moved back to Africa, so they're gonna move in to their old house. So like everything is kind of working out okay, but for the last few months, it's been very emotionally frustrating for me, for them, obviously because of the situation they're in, but because I'm not there and I can't help really. There's nothing like I have that where like depending on the problem, if it's something I don't have any direct control over, but I'm like emotionally connected to it, then it fucks you up. Like it's like politics and stuff. Like like that's why people like us don't give a fuck about politics anymore. It's like why get emotionally invested in something that you can't actually have any control over. And I don't have any control over the outcome of any of that. It's a contract over a decade old between my mother and my father that stipulates various things like, and it's all very dewy. It's all heartless. You know, like I don't understand how my father can sit in his house knowing that he's put like whatever about his ex, but his daughter who's like in her 20s now with the current economy and all this shit, and he's put her out of her home and forced her to like within a matter of months find a place to live with her boyfriend and shit like that, and his excuse would be like, yeah, well, you knew it was coming for the last like 10 odd years, so you should have prepared, like. But it's like forgive us for thinking that you guys would come around and like sit down and rehash a new contract or talk about shit. Like, no, like those fuckers won't even sit in the same room with each other, oh, childish, seriously childish. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm actually quite satisfied with the image quality. I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but it's fine. You can actually see everything quite clearly. I can see clearly now the Streamlabs works. I can see all parts of the painting goo. Right. I said we were going to get in the mood for PEINTEINGU a while ago, and then I started bitching about my life. Where's this bitch? Where's my drums? I can't hear my snare. Where's my snare? Where is my taiko drums? There we go. Right. Let's get in the fucking mood. The light from heaven's front yard shine well today. Yeah. The heavenly light. I actually I want to do a PEINTEINGU of that one day where like like part of me wants to do an intro video and shit like that where like I'll show where I'm supposedly actually am, like I'm in a mobile home right at the base of like the mountain of heaven. It'd be so funny. Oh, like that's one of the like I want to have like a running gag that the reason why I shout at the Monkey King and shit like that every so often is because I know the little prick can hear me. I know you can hear me, Monkey King! Oh, God. Oh. I already feel a little bit better. The music is helping. I get a bit chaotic with the PEINTEINGU today. I'll probably finish this one today. Probably. Personally, I think I made a mistake trying to shadow Miggres the kaiju. But fuck it. We make mistakes and then we press on, do we not? Oh. Right. Gather your chi. Niggers and niggerettes. Bears and bearettes. Demigods and mortals. Prepare yourself for high-octane painting. It is time. For PEINTEINGU! 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 It's PEINTEINGU! Painting you! Painting me! It's PEINTEINGU! Let's fucking go! Painting you! Painting me! It's PEINTEINGU! Let's fucking go! Yeah! Ah! Set up! Little squirt to get the blood flowing! Oh, how dare you! How dare you, squirt! Kind of want to make the tanks a bit brighter, don't I? We also need missiles for these things. But I need white and black and grey and all my bitches. The conclusion of a PEINTEINGU. That is what today is. We shall conclude this conflict in Equatorial New Guinea. Get it into you. Allow the music to permeate your soul, to reach within your spina, and bring you to life. Yeah. If you weren't in the mood to create, you are now. Do not deny it. I painted a misser. Get the bitches wet! Do some PEINTEINGU! Welcome to PEINTEINGU, Brother Griffu. My spina is tingling. Right, let's get some missiles in this bitch. Yeah. Big Scud missiles. Right. Stick with the dance the demons on. Keep that flow going. to use you anymore. You want to know why? Because you're fucking gay. That's why. It would be funny if I eventually went back to using StreamYard though. Who knows? A lot of firepower going on here right now. A lot of firepower going on here right now. Which makes sense, because you'd want a lot of firepower to take on a giant giraffe. Especially one wielding a battle axe and a Tech 9. Paint! Speaking of the battle axe, I wanted to... I don't really need to redo his hand, but I kind of want to. It's not opaque enough, you know? And you all know what I think about opacity on painting, though. I do love myself a bit of opacity. The more opaque, the better. Paint. Pretty good. Right, I'm actually gonna... Yeah, that's... How's the sound on the music? Because it's showing up on the mic. But I would like to know how it sounds for you. On the other end. On the other end of PEINTEINGU, I would like to know how it is for you. We can put it like there. Like, I'm almost perfectly fitting the whole canvas in. Although I have to survive. Yeller Kaiji! This chap brings new meaning to the name Yellow Belly. Slight faint. It's slightly faint. The music is slightly... Sound could be a bit higher. Okay. Let me know if that changes. Let me know if that... hold on a second. That's why I want to be able to put it through the stream instead of on the speaker, you know, but let's see how it works. Give me a 5x5 when you can. Roger. Nigger. We just start getting that going. Instead of saying Roger, you just say, we got a 10-4, nigger. Nigger. Like, how funny would that be if somebody edited all the scenes that the droids, the fucking, the droids in, like, fucking Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones and all, instead of being like, Roger, it's like, nigger. Like, oh, that would just bring me so much joy, like, you know? Paint. Nog. Paint. Giraffe. Paint. Fat belly. Paint. Fat giraffe. Right, this guy needs a bit of... What was yeah, a little bit of burnt sienna. Just a little bit to... sounds better now, is it? Nice. Get our daily whiff of sienna. Oh. How hilarious would it be if we found out, like, years from now that, like, just that sniff every stream was like giving me brain damage or something. It's just, you never know these days with all the fucking stuff in our environment and like the stuff we interact with and all. Like you hear that shit all the time, where it's like, you know, for the last 15 years, people have been using this product thinking there was nothing wrong with it. New studies now find that everyone involved in the situation has pancreatic cancer. It's like, oh god. Get that bitch wet. Slap her boot. She's Canadian. Okay, a little bit lighter than that. We're nearly there. Kind of like a dark orange. Just a shade, like, you know, a shade down from the yellow. To be able to, there we go, yeah. Yeah, that's a bit better. Hey! I like how dopey he looks, you know? It's kind of like it's not his fault he's attacking. I do want to do a speech bubble though. Where's the bat? Bring me Jack of Bat. Yeah, we'll put it here. Okay. I'm gonna have to fuck it. I am gonna have to order more white. I'm sick of this shit. I am really fucking sick of this like transparent white bollocks. It's so fucking annoying. I have to put so much white down. Hold on, I'm actually gonna get a different fucking white. Okay. Oh shit. Something dropped. I don't know what, but something did. Oh god. That one tasted like coffee. I miss coffee. Miss coffee? When was the last time you had coffee? Well, about 2 hours ago. I miss it dearly. Right. So this is just basic acrylic. You know? So this is quite like goopy, right? But it's quite plasticky, you know? It's got that shiny, finish to it. But with any luck, it'll be far more opaque than what I'm currently working with. And it won't take that long to dry. So it's like all the mixes I made, even though like I'm actually like a bit perplexed because one of the several, not one of, I made so much of a particular mix of white paint that I've like fucking 3 or 4 little tubs of it there, and it was, you know, a certain amount of gesso, a certain amount of water, and then acrylic white paint. But it's lost its opacity. whatever opacity it did have, and it's just become this fucking transparent finish. It's not even like an actual fucking paint anymore. It's just like a transparent overlay, which is not what I'm looking for at all, at all. I want beautiful white fluffy crowds. And I want a nice opaque white speech bubble. That's what I fucking want. That's what I better get. Because when Defenderoo doesn't get what he wants, Defenderoo starts to feel murderous again. You know? Like all those eons of being a god and not giving a fuck about the death of mortals. Just every weekend I would just frolic through the countryside, just butchering people at whim. And then painting a beautiful painting of it all later.
Through a white Christmas forest.
Through a fucking hole in the wall is where I'll put you, you cunt! Be gone from me. Paint, paint. PEINTEINGU. Paint, paint. PEINTEINGU. Paint, paint. PEINTEINGU. Paint, paint. Misseroo. Misseroo. Misser. Missile? Misser. I keep getting a satisfying effect on the smoke. And then I keep fucking it up. That looks quite plumy, you know? Because, like, a missile being fired is very, like... You know, it's like you have the stages to the cloud. Oh, yeah! Buy my painting. I suppose I should try different brushes, you know, for different techniques and such. Like a fan brush might be handy for this. I can imagine. But a lot of the time I actually have just too much fucking fun just like working the paint. In the last few years of like doing this every day for a living, one of the things that I've noticed is that painting is a lot more like carving and like engineering than I ever thought it was. The whole like layering and painting on top of paint to achieve different consistencies and different effects and stuff like that. Again, one of the reasons why I love watercolors. All the layers. Watercolors are they can be paintings that you look at for hours because you can just see all the different shades in like different places on them. You want me to do your wedding portrait? You might wanna fucking you might wanna run that by the missus before you get me to do the painting portrait. Oh god, I'd love to though. That would be I would consider it a great honor to paint you and your wife on your most wondrous occasion. It would actually be hilarious. You put a lot of mad shit in the background and all. Like, it'd be more for you than the both of you. But yeah, I'll do that. Like, um, fucking. If you don't want Defenderoo siding with Mr. Miggles, pay the goo away. Golden She-Bear. Golden She-Bear is my wife to be. What a name, Golden She-Bear. That's a staunch, powerful name for a female. Fucking, how long is this gonna take to dry now? It's one of those things where, like, I'll put it on and it kind of, like, you know, like that cloud over the mountain looks a bit more opaque already. But, like, I'll put white down and then I'll be like, that's not white at all. Yeah, I see it like Central Park caricature. Yeah, bro, it's gotta be like a South Park caricature, never mind Central Park caricature. Fucking, when you get a chat, I don't know if you've seen it already. Did you see the portrait I did for Scouse Bear? That's what it'll look like. It'll look like a cartoon, and I'll take the piss out of it. Like, but you'll love it. Scouse Bear loves his fucking portrait. I love the portrait I did for Scouse. I fucking loved painting it. Like, it was a bit stressful, you know, because it was for, like Scouse Bear and I are we're really good friends. Like, we've met up at a meetup and all before. Like, so I felt like a lot of pressure was on me to, like, do a really good job of it. Like, but yeah, I'll do yours, not a bother, because, like, you know, you and me aren't even homies. Dude, I can't wait for the moment where you're like, my love, check out what one of the bears did for our wedding day. And then you show her and she's just like, okay. That's cute. Like, oh man, it'd be fucking hilarious. Do you know what you should do one of the days, actually? When I get this shit sorted out, so I can, like, bring other people on and have them on the stream at the same time and shit like that. I'll have to get you on while you're driving with the dog and shit like that, and I'll do a fucking portrait of you like that as well, like. Paint. Paintingu. Paint. Paintingu. Paint. Paintingu. Okay. You. Paint. Speech bubble. I think that's white enough now. Yeah, that's white enough. Even when it dries out, it'll be alright. I know it. I can feel it. Right, where's my... I have a tub of, like, bright yellow somewhere. I think I'm gonna go grab it. Because the permanent yellow just doesn't quite have that brightness to it. She gave me that look when I hollered her name. Remember? It's like... You just, like, roar it. Goldie! Goldie! I can't whistle worth shit. Like, here, bitch! Goldie! She's like round the corner looking. You fucking talking to me? Like, fucking. Like, who the hell do you think you is? There it is. Yes. It's not just yellow, it's lemon yellow. Oh god. It's yellow for gays. Gina! That just reminds me of fucking Friends and it's second one, Janice. Oh my god. And the face on Chandler every time. Oh fuck. She won't leave me alone. Oh my god. Chandler, babe. Oh. What I might do, actually, I thought of this earlier on, is instead of just like doing the usual thing of like, oh, like if you enjoy the stream, like drop me a super chat or like use the link in Streamlabs to send me some money or whatever like that. Like, instead of just doing that, what I might do is actually like do like objectives so people know what they're kind of like paying towards. And what I might do is like, and like you can do stuff like that with Streamlabs by the looks of it anyway. You can set up like events and stuff like that. Like, so what I'm currently working towards is there's three things: a better camera for the stream, a proper mic for the stream, and then an airbrush kit. Because I think having an airbrush kit would fucking make PEINTEINGU like even better. Like, obviously I'd still use brushes and stuff, but there'd be certain things that I'd be able to just quickly like like, and just certain things that would look fucking savage like. And I think people would appreciate, like, instead of just being like, oh, like every month or every couple of weeks, like, I give this chap a $5 or I give him a $10 just because I like him or whatever, which is great and all, like, and most streams do survive on that sort of thing. But like, I want people who like PEINTEINGU to feel involved in PEINTEINGU, and they do, because they're like, oh, paint this or paint that or whatever, or paint me this or so on and so forth. But I think it'd be good for people to, like, there's like a current objective, and then over time, everything will just get like bigger and better, Ultimately, I want to be doing these streams standing, with a wide-angle lens. I don't want to be sitting for 2 hours doing this shit. It's not good for your health. I've already spent enough time sitting down in my life. Fucking 8 hours a day playing fucking God knows what. Oh, yeah. Get it out here. Dirty bastard. But, until such time as I have all that set up, in the meantime, listen to Carlos. Like and subscribe, you cunts. Don't make me take that bucket off. Don't make me take the bucket off him. You don't want to know what happens when I take the bucket off the tiger. Bad things happen. There's a reason there's a bucket on his head. Why is there shades on the bucket? Style points. No other reason, but sheer style points. Also, so you can do this epic thing where, like, you know, he takes the shades off, and it's still just a bucket. Like one of those, like, hero reveals where, like, you haven't seen the chap's face for, like, 7 seasons. And it's like, oh my god, Carlos is finally going to take his sunglasses off and we get to see at least his eye holes in the bucket. And then he takes his sunglasses off and there's no eye holes, it's just bucket. Which only makes him more dangerous. Because it's like, is he blind? Is it a blind tiger? Did he go blind from all the coke? Like, oh, fuck. These are the questions we ask on PEINTEINGU. Did Carlos the tiger go blind from all the coke? Important questions, you know? The most important kind of questions. Paint. Ingu. Paint. In you. Oh, Jesus. Paint. Ingu. A pepe. Mr. Miggres. Kaiju. Giraffe. Painting goo. I have to be so economical with my squeezing of the tubes. Oh. Hey, that stuff's very wet. That stuff is still very wet. Won't be surprised if I won't be able to put fucking text on that till tomorrow. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just have to fan away for a while. I put a lot of white paint there, but at least now it's white. I can't stand transparency on painting. I think one thing I do want to improve is like all the little army men coming out of that landing ship over here. They look like shit. might try and they might look better if we put little guns in their hands, but they currently look like crap, in my humble opinion. Paint, paint. Goo goo. Soldier. Paint, paint. Paint, paint. Pingu. Paint, paint. Right, that looks a little bit better. Right, now I want to improve the aesthetic of these missile launchers. Oh! Whiteness is assured. How long it'll take and how much paint it'll cost me, we don't know, but it is assured. That is the white thing to say, Defender, or Desmond Daru. Oh. The more water I put in my system, the more it cancels out the acidity in my stomach from all the coffee and cigarettes in the morning. Oh, God. So gaseous. Ugh. Wouldn't be a real man if it didn't belch live on the internet. Paint, paint. Pingu. Paint, paint. Pingu. Paint, paint. Okay, right. Where's my greens? Paint, paint. I have other paints here. Hooker's green. Don't know about you, but Hooker's green sounds fucking disgusting to me. Like why it's called Hooker's green, I've no idea. I really want to think about that. I got a set, a box set of acrylic paints off my godmother when I first started doing this, and they were so good. I was like, oh, I'm buying them again. And they were the paints I used predominantly for painting for a while. And yeah, they look good. You're absolutely white on the money, Griff. Ah, 'tis the simple puns that make us smile. But yeah, I got my hands on a lot of the gouache, and I genuinely like totally forgot about all these other paints that I had lying there, because they're not as opaque as the gouache. So I kind of forgot about them because I got my hands on the gouache and I was like, oh, me like this stuff. But these things are really good. These paints are really fucking decent too. Oh, excuse me. I kind of wanna. Wakanda, nigga. What? Okay, we'll dry for. I'm gonna spark a cigarette and I'm gonna spend a few minutes drying this bitch to make damn sure that I can do that speech bubble by the by the end of the stream. Oh god. Right. Come here to me, a bitch. Right. So I will waft this fan and I will sit here and I will chat. I was sitting in the paper here earlier on today. I was in the shop and I just had a look at some of the newspapers at a glance. And one of the headlines was apparently there's an Irish couple here who are pleading, like they're like plastered all over the fucking front of the newspaper because allegedly their young daughter has been kidnapped by Hamas. And I took one look at the thing and I was like, I don't believe that for the second. I look like you have a look at the two people in the photo, and then you look at like allegedly who was their daughter, and it's just like it doesn't feel real at all, you know. And like there's every possibility that it is real, like, you know what I mean? But I'm just so fucking skeptical and like speculative these days about everything that comes out of the mainstream. You know? But I'm always attempting to be like, maybe I'm over analytical, but like I'm always attempting to be like, well, is that what they want you to think? You know? Because a lot of that stuff is like that, where it's like that's what they want you to think. You know? They want you to think that they control everything. They want you to think that there's no hope. They want you to think that like the only answer is fucking, you know, war and all these fucking things. Like it's all bollocks, you know. I just like I had one look at that newspaper earlier on and I was just like, what a load of shit. I didn't believe it for a second, like, you know. Everyone has been kidnapped by Hamas now. It's just attention-seeking blabber to me. I know, like, you know what I mean? Like, think about it, like, you know. If you had a daughter that age, which I don't know, like, it doesn't make any sense because it's like a really young girl. So what's she doing all the way over there on her own? Or were they in Palestine at the time? Like, what's an Irish family doing in Palestine? Like, what are you a tourist in Gaza at this time period? Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's similar to those stories you hear of those white girls going to like Iran or Afghanistan or someplace, and they, oh, I'm gonna spread peace and love, and then they allegedly get like uh, gang raped and decapitated and shit. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's like you you initially think like, yeah, that's probably possible. Like, what the fuck are you doing going on like a liberal cult in one of those countries? But then you think to yourself like, is there just groups of fucking men driving around on the dunes in like, you know, decked out Toyotas, just scouring the countryside for white tourist girls to just like group rape and fucking murder? Like, you know, like, it just doesn't make any. It all of it now screams of that Jewy bullshit of like, look how horrible they are, look what they're doing. Please get emotionally involved so it can justify our fucking, you know, mass fucking murder shite. Like, it's just so crazy, like, you know. And like Owen said something about like you know, the meat grinder of war, and like how it's like one of the most effective but also the most horrifying ways to reduce the population and shit like that. And like, I've always thought that, like I never wanted to be in war. I never wanted to be a soldier. I did one time, briefly, like, inquire as to what it would take to be a sniper in the Irish Army or some shit like that. And they like turned me down immediately. You know, like, based just on my attitude or whatever. Like, maybe I was too enthusiastic or something. I don't fucking know. Like, I just really want to shoot people. But like, when you're a teenager, it makes sense. When you're a teenager growing up the way I did, it made sense. It's like, there's bad guys out there that fight for you know, immoral forces that like deserve to be killed in the heat of battle. And like, I don't believe that to be true anymore. Like, I think if you're talking about warfare, modern warfare, because there's warfare and then there's modern warfare, and they're two totally different things. You know, like, I've described it many times now as like, warfare to me now is a bunch of brainwashed gobshites playing lead tennis. You know, and like, nobody wins lead tennis. You know, like, here's a bullet, oh, here's one back. Like, you know, like nobody wins that. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, even when it was mano a mano, like, we shall duel at dawn, and it's like one pistol on another pistol, and you both have one shot, and you have to walk 10 paces away from each other and shit like that. Like, even then, there's so many variables that are like out of the hand of the person. The gun could misfire. It could be wet that day and the gunpowder could not ignite. You know, like even if you did it today with modern pistols, where it was like, all right, here's your Glock. Well, I'll take my Glock. We'll walk 10 paces from each other. We have one in the chamber, and we just like click and fire. Even then, there's still variables, like, you know. I mean, it's highly unlikely, but you could have a dud round, like, you know. Or you could have a misfire. Could get caught in the breach or whatever. Like, you know, like, I don't think a single round would get caught in the breach because it would probably fire and then the shell would get caught in the breach maybe. But whatever. You know where I'm coming from. Like, there's still lots of variables. But like, when it's just you with your hands, or you with a weapon against another dude with just his hands, or another dude with a weapon, that's as honorable as it can get. One-on-one, purely skill-based, you know? I mean, one could really get into the weeds of it and make an argument that, like, well, he was using a katana and the other guy was using a rapier, so I think, like, you know, 7 times out of 10, the guy with the rapier has a higher chance of hitting vital areas. You know, like you could get really into the weeds with it, yeah, but, like, come on, like, it's the honor. there's no honor in a lot of lads just standing in a fucking field and some dude behind them, you know, who is like allegedly more important than them. Oh, just being like, you know, ready, aim, fire, and then like the smoke clears. You know? And I know it's not like that anymore. I know a lot of modern warfare is very long range. It's either really, really long range or it's like really, really up close, you know? Like a lot of warfare these days is like, if it's not artillery and snipers, it's like dudes in buildings like killing each other with shotguns and knives and grenades and shit. And like the whole IED thing, like where's the honor in you and your boys just getting taken out by a fucking improvised explosive on the side of the road? Like you're on route to a location and just like boom out of nowhere. Like there's no warning from those things, like, do you know what I mean? There's no like in 3, 2, 1, boom. Like no, there's none of that. You just be bobbing along in the fucking desert with your lads and all, like just being like, oh man, I can't wait to fucking, I can't wait to like, get some fucking leave to, you know, some leave or whatever they fucking call it, some R&R, and like, you know, like I just wanna dance with a woman, like, do you know what I mean? Like fucking, it's been so long. I've just been like standing beside sandbags for months, just like looking at nothing. Like I haven't even shot anything yet. Like, you know, like I'm just so frustrated, and like all we do is like fucking train and like do drills. I've like taken apart my gun and cleaned it like 5 times today, even though I don't fucking need to. Like all this fucking shit, like you've all that pent up bollocks, like, and then you don't even get to fight. You and your boys just get smacked over by a fucking IED, and like most of you fucking either die or lose a limb or an eye, or your eardrums explode. You know, like it's fucking horrible. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't even have tinnitus, but like clinically, I don't think I suffer from tinnitus. I think I can just like hear the frequencies from the electrical devices in the house. I think I like, you know, have dust and wax in my ears and stuff like that. And, like I probably need to go see a fucking ear specialist to like, you know, get some fucking decade-old wax out my fucking ears or some shit like that. Like I haven't had the opportunity to have a bath in so long, and it's just not the same with a shower. Do you know what I mean? You can't submerge yourself in a shower. I'm not Joe Rogan. Fuck's sake, like. Chap could submerge himself in a fucking teaspoon. I made Iron Bear laugh there the other day because I was describing how much of a stressful time I was having with the plumbing work under the sink. And I was like, so there's the U-bend pipe that comes out of the sink itself, and then the U-bend is connected to a 90-degree angle connection that then is connected to another thing that goes out to the main outside wall at the back garden, at the back of the house. But on the 90-degree angle connecting to the pipe that leads outside, there's a thread on the 90-degree angle end, but there's no thread on the other end. It just sits in, and it sits in at an upward angle. So there's like this like gap where there's like fucking basically the thing's just like there's natural tension on it as well. So it has a natural tendency to pull away from the 90-degree angle joint. That it's like it doesn't even have a thread to keep it secure. It just slots in and has the ability to slide right out. And I was describing, I was still furious. I was like venting, like Demon Hunter can attest to this. Like I was venting like a motherfucker, like, and I was like, you know, there's no even thread on the fucking thing. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? The pipe just goes in and then slides right the fuck out like some pencil dick motherfucker. And like I was on video call with Iron Man. And I said that, and I could just see him fucking like, I could just see him pissing himself laughing. Like, I was just so incensed by the like, you know, like when, like I'm not a plumber, like you know, I've no plumbing experience, like you know what I mean. But like, I just think of when I was a child and I was like playing with Lego and shit like that, and like you know, basic engineering or basic carpentry, just like basic anything, like you know what I mean. Just like fucking common sense, like. And I had a look at the structure of the piping underneath my sink, and I was just like, the unmitigated gall! Like, the negligence! I am furious with frustration. It's like when I was trying to set this up earlier, like the day before. I'm like, where's the button? Where is the button that does the thing? Why is there all these fucking buttons and none of them does the thing that I needed to do? Like, it's so fucking stupid sometimes. Like if I was to design a user interface, it would probably look really ugly, but it would be so easy to use. It'd just be like, you know, it'd just be really self-explanatory. Everything would be labeled very blatantly. And like, if you're looking at the Streamlabs thing, you could argue that it's labeled very blatantly. It's like editor, layout editor, studio mode, themes, app store. But it's like, when you go into the scheduled thing, it just brings up the scheduled screen. And then from that screen, you can go live. But then you have no video of what you're actually broadcasting. So like, I can see the chat, and I'm just like, okay, you guys can hear me and see me, but like, I can't see what you're seeing. What the fuck? So I have to then get myself back to that screen by like figuring out which one is which. And not a word of a lie, the first time I tried to set it up, oh yeah, every time I clicked on the editor tab, nothing happened. So I was like, okay, so that's not it. And lo and behold, when I click on it this time, it comes up. It's like, fuck's sake, like. God damn it. Oh, that's some good agua. Oh, you know you're dehydrated when water tastes like tastes like really good. Where am I? Oh yeah, I already read that one. From the mountains to the sea, the grappler will sodomize thee. From the mountains to the sea, the grappler will sodomize thee. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I once thought about joining the army, then I realized I'm a heterosexual. Yeah, fucking too right, man. Like, and like, it makes no sense. Like, do you know what I mean? What kind of honor-bound, you know, defender man, like the defender of the innocent and the women and the weak. You're gonna leave your home, like the place you can actively defend, even with your bare hands or a broken bottle. You could defend where you're at. You know, they convince you that the patriotic thing to do is to train and then go out. Like, what the fuck? That's a conquering mentality. Oh, we must train in offensive tactics. It's like, no. If the enemy shows up, I'm gonna be like, who goes there? And like, that's the first interaction. Like, do you know what I mean? That's why you establish like. That's why living on an island is so fucking handy, because you can establish a coastal defense. Do you know what I mean? You just have boats all the way around the island, and then on the island or near the island, you have like various emplacements that have like defenses on them and shit. Like, you know, you have submarines all the way around the island and shit. Like, you know, all of that's like fucking shit. Like, there's no reason that's why it's such a blatant show of force or like arrogance as well, that the United States has like all of these military bases in other countries. It's like, oh, we're spreading democracy. It's like, well, stop spreading in general. Like, what are you spreading for? Who the fuck do you think they are? The Roman Emperor? Like, And yes, they do. Like, paint. Unless I'm right and they're all female at the top. I really think there's gravy in that. It's one of my running theories. I think a group of females, I think a group of witches, like legit witches. I think a group of like serious witches are in control and have possibly infected a large portion of the population with some kind of parasite that makes us like well more susceptible to sin. It's just my opinion. Paint. I can feel another one coming. Oh. The more water I drink, the more I burp. I'm like balancing out the acidity level in my stomach. World War I was 90% military casualties. Yeah, like, that's how it should be. You know? It should be like, the only people dying should be the people fighting. And I guarantee you that percentage dropped significantly in World War II. I can imagine World War II was like 50% military casualties and then 50% civilian casualties. Like, didn't Normandy and France get like absolutely fucking wasted? Load of French families were like bombed out of their homes. Like, people were like, you know, raped and shit like that by the Americans too. You know, I mean, like, if you watch like Saving Private Ryan and fucking Fury and stuff like that, like, if any of that is to be taken with an ounce of truth at all, then both sides throughout history, no matter what side you're on, the conquering force has a tendency for rape. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got a bunch of men, like, in fight mode, like, in kill mode, you know? And then, like, they see a beautiful woman, like, probably, like, they see a fucking 2. Do you know what I mean? Like a 2 out of 10. And they're like, I haven't had pussy in fucking 6 months. My left leg is starting to run off from gangrene. My fucking best friend got shot in the face yesterday. Oh, I need some pussy! Like, I'm not saying it's understandable, you know what I mean? Like, on a purely autistic, like, logical level, in terms of, like, understanding the logical, the irrational or rational processes that one could, you know, go through in your mind to make that decision. Like, as an outside observer, I can kind of understand why a male in that mindset, I mean, he's already being horrific. He's already in hell. You know, like, he's killing his fellow man. He's, like, burning them alive and blowing them up. And his mates are getting burnt alive and blown up and shit. And he's, like, horrifically wounded and under an incredible amount of stress. And there's bombs going off all the time. Like, the whole time he's worrying if, like, his wife and children at home are okay and all, like, you know. It's understandable why people would make extremely wild, poor decisions in those circumstances. Not justifying or saying it's good or okay. It's not. Like, it's horrific. It's all horrific. But it's just like, I think that's one of the best ways to describe it. It's like, you know, they're in hell. They've descended into hell, like, you know. But when you look back, there's an element of war that really does have a sense of honor about it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's almost like just like a fight. Like when you look at a fight, you can't, like, I know some people would argue with me with what I'm about to say.
Better than ever.
You're far too loud. You're far too loud. Shut the fuck up. There's what was I gonna say? I was gonna say it's time for raving goo. But yeah, it's like the honor's missing. The honor's missing. But anyway, right. It's painting goo. Oh, hold on. Wait for it. Right. Alright, 2 seconds. Brother, the US hasn't been honourable in war, probably ever, most certainly not within the last 80 years. We seek weaklings to bully and avoid fair fights at all costs. Yeah, like, it's crazy. Absolutely. Like, the speed that you guys left Afghanistan was just hilarious. It's like, oh, it's over? Boom! It's just fucking gone. Like, and then within 24 hours, the Taliban are just sitting in the place being like, well, that was easy. Like, fucking hell. The funny thing is, the Germans in World War One, who were crying about shotguns used on their troops in the trenches, meanwhile they lobbed gas artillery shells at their foes. I know, like, how much of a fucking pussy do you need to be in war, to be like killing each other, like in that context at all, and to be like, oh, you're not allowed to use shotguns. It's too, like, of all the things to complain about, like flamethrowers. I would complain about flamethrowers. I'd say, be like, lads, shooting each other is one thing, but cooking each other alive with fucking napalm and shit, like, give over. Like, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't even need to aim that thing anymore. You can just stick the nozzle in the fucking end of a bunker and off you go. Like complaining about the fucking trench gun, the shotgun, like fuck off. Like, you're more likely to die instantly from someone opening you up with a fucking trench gun than if somebody gets into a trench with a flamethrower and lights you and 10 of your mates on fire and then just walks around the corner to the next 10 lads. Meanwhile, you guys are like, ah, ah, ah. You're all trying to pat each other down and fucking roll around in the mud and shit. Like, stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Fucking, like, bitching about shotguns, like. Fucking bunch of pansies. They never tell you in school that the Allies were as animalistic, if not more so, than their German adversaries. Yeah, like, the fucking amount of times, like, you hear all those stories. Like, you hear the same stories about stuff that went on in Iraq. Like, fucking... Like, Owen was going on about that. He knew one of the guys that was, like, reprimanded for that situation where they had those lads' corpses and they were pissing on them. Like, where's the honor in that? Do you know what I mean? Like, you've reduced yourself to, like, you're not a warrior when you do that. You're a dog. You're a dog of war when you do that. You're not a fucking warrior. You know, like, oh, he's dead now. Let's piss on him. It's like, are you serious? Come on, like, where's the compassion for your enemy? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're supposed to, like, that's one of the reasons why I love samurai and all. Like, do you know, like, if they fuck up, they off themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, the fucking discipline and balls it takes to do that. Like, to be like, I have failed. I have brought shame upon my family's name. I should just kill myself now and be done with it. Like, and then actually go through with it. Like, most, like, I'm just going to talk about males, because whatever about females, most males these days have no concept of honor. And that one fundamental flaw, that one fundamental, like, sin, in my opinion, has been such a dictating factor in, like, all the shit that has happened in the last like 100 odd years. Just men in the West just have no sense of fucking honor. Do you know what I mean? It's just fucking crazy to me, like, how you could, like, even look at the UFC now and how gay it's gotten. Like, do you know what I mean? You have people getting, like, one solid dig in the mouth and they fall down, and it's like, oh, the fight's over, and then they're like, what? I'm still conscious. What the fuck is your problem? This is supposed to be a fight. There's fucking thousands of fucking dollars on the line, like, a championship on the fucking line. The second I hit the ground from a nice hit, you're just gonna fucking end the fight. Oh, that's it. We have a new champion. Oh, there we go. Well done. That was a nice punch. One nice punch. These guys are supposed to be the elite of the elite fighters now, like. And most of the fucking fights they have these days, both lads walk away without a fucking blemish on their face. It's ridiculous. They're being paid to fucking, like, try to kill each other. Like, and you're fucking like, like bang, and he go, oh, and like he's still conscious, and he hits the ground, and he's like this, ready to defend himself, and the fucking ref dives on him like fucking, like he, like the first fucking bit of pussy he's seen in 10 years. So you're like, oh my god, like, it's fucking ridiculous, like, it's so stupid, like. You're supposed to go out on your shield. They want to go out on their shield. You see it all the fucking time. Like, I go in there with the mentality of wanting to die. You know, you're gonna have to kill me to get me out of this cage. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what people want to see. People want to see risk. They want to see, like, something amazing. Like the kid out of The Incredibles. I don't know, I just want to see something amazing, I guess. But something amazing isn't one solid crack, and then, oh, it's over. He won. He's the new champion. And then he, like, defends his title, and it's the same shit again. Boom, one solid crack. Oh, that's 3 title defenses now. Isn't he so amazing? No, it's your fucking fight commissioners and your judges are fucking pansies. What's this one say? Can I remove this? No. It bugs me how the heart symbol in the bottom right hand corner of the chat blocks some of the words in the last chat. Oh, excuse me. Smedley Butler was one of the last men of honor. Smedley Butler. What a name. You'd fucking want to be an honourable cunt with a name like that. Smedley Butler. Oh, there goes the Smedley fella. Hey. You don't want to be an absolute fucking Chad to get away with having a name like that. Right. That's PEINTEINGU. Still a bit wet. I can outline it though. I can at least outline it. PEINTEINGU. 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 That's a lovely, very opaque, graphic-looking speech bubble. That's the way I fucking like it. Ugh. Right. How's the sun looking? That sun looks nice and bright. Well, I'm going to turn this in, instead of an aircraft carrier, I suppose it looks like an aircraft carrier, doesn't it? It has that little lip on the end of it. I kind of want to just stick a lot of cannons on this thing. But, do you know what? I'll actually put a runway on it, and I might do some planes. We'll do that instead. Try and stick with the team.
sit in the sun, in fields, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dying slowly, the prison of our minds.
Ooh. Trying to get a wobble. It used to have a lot more wobble to it. It'll get there again.
Consume us all.
What's this? An advertisement in the middle of my shoes! How dare you? See, look at that. That's dry already. Why? 'Cause it's gouache. God bless gouache.
I demand to know what's going on in my house.
Consume us all.
Now, surely, like, aircraft carriers also have, like, fucking weapons on them. You know, like anti-air turrets and stuff like that. Slap one at the back here for the crack. Slap it on the back for the crack. Slap it on the back near the crack.
We sleep and we dream. Each of us dying slowly, the prison of our minds. We sit in the sun.
Oh, that's a bad angle.
We sleep and we dream.
Bad angle. Where's the
Each
kite?
of us dying slowly, the prison of our minds.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Go a bit darker. Give it some shading. Yeah. Shades down, yeah. Paintingu, paintingu, paintingu. Goo 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 goo. Goo goo. Goo goo.
Being myself is the boldest thing I
You
do.
can get
My
the
own
fuck
self.
off my stream. Thank you very much. Good boy. There really is nothing worse than when, like, there'd be like a male actor that I'm like that I admire at the time because he's in a film or a certain show, and then a few months go by, and it gets happened to all of them. You see them in a fucking ad for like a perfume or a cologne or something, or a clothing line. I'm just like, fag, fag. Like, you were in 300, fag. Like, you're fucking Wolverine, nigga. Fag. Like, what's wrong with you? Selling your soul. Fucking smell good, nice shit. Like, what's wrong with you? If your woman doesn't take a good whiff of your sweat and fall in love with you immediately, you're not a real man. Like, try and do a nice, like, nice big epic plume, like cannon fire plume. You know, like a fucking 150mm cannon or some shit, like, you know. Now that's a speech bubble. Sounds like AI. Sounds like AI or Al. Like fucking, like Born Bear? He does go on like quite the faggot. Makes me wonder if money makes a man gay. I think it, like, man, I really think it does. I really think it does. Fucking 150mm fucking boat-mounted cannon full of dragon's breath. Can you imagine that, like a fucking cannon-sized shell of dragon's breath, just like boom, like set fire to a whole coastline. Like, this yellow's a bit tainted now. I wonder.
Through a white Christmas forest, the family...
The only thing good about what you just said was
through
white.
pumpkins and
The rest of it's shite. Need orange. I need it now. Do the same kind of smoke plume around this cannon that we did around the tank cannons. Because I think it works well on the tank cannons. Because you do have that, like, when a tank fires in real life, like, all the dust around it, like, kicks up and shit. You have that, like, boom! And the fucking shockwave and shit, like, trying to capture the force of a single shot round, like, you know? I'll have to wait. That was silly of me. A rookie mistake. Trying to put fucking grey smoke over a lot of flame that I literally just painted there. Like. Well done, Defender. Oh god. I said I'd put some Nordic ruins on the axe, didn't I? I did, yeah. I am a man of my word, if nothing else. Nothing else, I am a man of my word. Didn't know Miggles was a lefty. It's all coming clear. What's the what? I was about to say, what's the quack? Buy my merch. Buy my hoodies. You don't know. You're not living life until you have a what's the quack hoodie. Oh, sometimes I even forget I have those hoodies. Like, welcome to PEINTEINGU. Dicko Fordu. I think Richard Ford has the best nickname on my stream so far. Dicko Ford. Oh, fucking hell. Makes me wonder if... Oh, no, I already read that one. Glad I only gave you $5. Don't want you turning into a Mary on us. It would take all of your money to even scratch the surface of beginning to make me gay. I can wear a kimono and not be a fag. I can wear a kimono, have a ponytail in my head, and paint shit and not be a fag. You know why? Because I'm ginge. That's why. Now that would be some epic dragon's breath. Like, yeah, imagine like a fucking... Like a battleship cannon-sized shell of dragon's breath that you just like unleash on a fucking coastline. Like, fucking awesome looking. Not so much if you're on the receiving end of it, but like, you know what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit of white. If it's just tunes, I don't mind it. But if you dare speak on my stream, I swear. I swear. We're almost there. I think this might be dry enough to put the lettering in, so let's see. The love of money makes men gay. Demon Hunter. Yeah, we were just discussing that before you arrived, Jiku Fordu. I fucking hate money. I've always hated money. But unfortunately that makes me really bad at like making money. In a business sense. Considering how bad I am at business and the fact that I've made as much money as I have made from my paintings and this stream and no matter what else, like for someone as bad as like marketing myself and business and shit, I'm doing fairly well. Like Dick ooh Fordu. Not Dicko Fordo. Dicku Fordu. Oh fuck. I think Telecaster Bear's like Joe Dagan's nickname on this stream is my favorite so far. The Peddleroo, because he peddles pedals. Oh, I'm sure Coddington would have a fucking field day with that one. Will I be like, where's the bat? Or will I be, bring me Jack of Bat? Or bring me the bat? Or something, I don't know. I think, where is Jack of Bat? Yeah, okay. Hello? 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 fucking answer for the bitch. Of course, like. Where is Jack of Bat? Right. I think the conflict in Equatorial Guinea has finally come to a conclusion. I don't know about you. Oh, I'm gonna put the smoke on. Hold on a sec. One final detail. Oops, how careless of me. Do you fuck? My God! How could I be so misguided in my pronunciation? Forgive me. You are forgiven, Dick of Ford. Oh, what was it? What color do we need? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, excuse me. I said you could play music, I said you couldn't speak, and now you have spoken, and now I am vexed! Defenderoo does not like being vexed. Right! The glorious kaiju Miggres has invaded Equatorial New Guinea, and the local military has attempted to stop him. Use your imagination to come up with a conclusion. This PEINTEINGU is finito. One last cleaning of the bitch. Right. This concludes today's PEINTEINGU. It also concludes the conflict in Equatorial New Guinea. So, tomorrow shall be a new PEINTEINGU, a new adventure to be adventured upon. And I hope you'll join me. Same time, same place, same high-octane painting energy. You've never seen paint dry like this before. Until then, be good, be true, and be beautiful. I have been Defenderoo, and this has been Paintingu. And you all, Mortaloo, can go fuck yourself. God bless you. Link in the description. Pay your goo away.